Hey guys, Botting25 here, playing Flight Sim 2020, or whatever it's being called now. Today we'll be flying the Cessna Grand Caravan from Waterford Airport to... I am curious just to figure out how this works. I'll figure it out anyway. Tune Waterford ground. Request taxi departure to the west. Yeah, that's one error I found so far, is that it doesn't actually read out the stuff at ground services.
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra pushback request accepted.
Pushback, I think it's steer to the right?
Waterford ground, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the right.
Oh yeah, I should probably... And what is he doing? Okay, so to the left.
Ground, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting pushback tug to steer the aircraft to the left.
Sorry, mate. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to trim the aircraft up a bit now. Okay, request pushback. Stop.
Waterford ground, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra requesting the end of pushback.
Brakes that don't run the poor guy over. Now, mate, that's the way I'm going. Would you mind getting out of my way, please? Yes, thank you very much. This looks so much better. Okay, don't immediately go full power, please. I cool, there's a little biz jet here now. Overall, it's relatively accurate. Now, this area is, of course, like AI generated. So this area is not going to be perfect. This isn't Donegal, for example, which has been a kind of made by hand. So I'm just trying to line up the view. Let's bring the ATC window back up. There's a bit of a delay between
Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra cleared for takeoff runway 21 departure to the west approved.
You have to be very careful when handling the throttle. There we go. Okay, then we're going to get back to the end of this runway. And I'm going to completely try to figure out how this autopilot actually works. This is my second attempt doing this flight. Well, to be fair, in general, I'm not used to flying general aviation aircraft. Also, yeah, you will get a flight from, I don't know, we'll figure it out, someplace to Gibraltar. Probably also going to do a Dublin to Donegal flight as well. Okay, brake. Strobe on. Alright, let's do this. I should probably just pull it a bit back so it's not fully over. Okay, now a bit more, actually. There we go. Rolling down the runway. I mean, one good thing about this, as opposed to the old flight sim, is this one actually, this flight sim actually tolerates, oh, it looks like the aircraft wants to rotate by itself now. Okay, great. Now, careful, trim down a bit. Trim down a bit. Slow left turn. I'm being very careful at the moment. Raise the flaps. I want to just bring up... Oh. Okay, pull the throttle back again. I'm just being very careful to try to keep us in the sweet spot. I'll leave that open. We'll kind of follow the coastline to Cork. And I'm just carefully trying to manipulate the throttle. But I'm sorry, look at that. That is beautiful. We've got hook head over there as well. Okay, we can reduce the vertical speed. We overshot a bit. Let's see if I turn on altitude select. Okay, good. Autopilot engage. Acknowledge frequency change. We're not climbing, mate. We're sticking with this altitude. But yeah, no, look at that. That is beautiful. Like, you can see there are some issues, but overall, very cool. I think the cliffs aren't properly modelled, and you can see the cameras all the way up there. We appear to be holding steady at about 120 knots. Okay, the aircraft will... No, does it automatically assume? Okay, I will adjust the heading. Oh, whoops. We're just setting basically a bit... Let's see. Like, okay. Since this area isn't hand-made, also I don't have the thing set to maximum, so it doesn't have full, like... So it might actually be better than this. But even still, like you can see, it does look pretty good. I'll fly in over Dungarvan a bit as well. Because that is, well, that's where I live. I want to see how close it is. I could also divert up towards the cameras, but I'm not going to do that just yet. But no, it looks pretty amazing, all things considered, honestly. And I'm surprised how well this is running on my laptop. So yeah, this is running on my laptop, not my PC. My PC would not be able to handle this. This is, well, vaguely the route I followed. Did I actually... tune Shannon Center. I don't know what Class C airspace transition means, so I'll just request it just in case.
Squawk 6511 Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Did I need to do that? Probably not, but... Clear through Charlie airspace. Acknowledge radar contact.
Cleared through the Charlie airspace Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
I'm looking at the beaches because I've been to most... Oh, I'm well aware of that car park. That there, that's a blowhole. Haha, make your own jokes. I believe we're about at Bunmahan. This is roughly where like how far I flew. Because we flew inland a bit, then turned out here. Oh, shut up. Now, in reality, the weather is not good at the moment. We've got Storm Ellen, I believe it's called, coming through now. Well, actually, I'm going to try disengaging the autopilot. Okay, so the aircraft is going to continue on a level course, which is good. Turn slightly to the left. That's going to cause our altitude to drop slightly, which is fine. I'll raise the nose to compensate. Bring her back to level. Oh, this is amazing. Oh, shut up. I don't care. I don't intend to stay below 90 knots. Oh, I'm familiar with that beach, yep. It's a rather steep bit of thing to get down. This is called the Copper Coast, by the way, if anyone's wondering. That one I'm familiar with. That's the main one, I think. I think that's Ballyvooney Cove. So we're almost at Stradbally at this point. Stradvalia. I think, actually, yeah, I think that there is Stradbally. Yeah, actually, that's Stradbally Cove there. That's got a really big tidal thing. Oh yeah, this is the one I go down to most frequently, actually, now that I think about it. Well, I don't go down, I don't go that regularly. Yeah, this is definitely Stradbally Cove. The tide, like the actual distance the water moves, it's pretty insane. Like, you can walk all the way out to here when the tide's out. Oh, we're descending. But yeah, anyway, we're almost at Dungarvan now. You've got a Helvik out there. I can sort of start to see the Conager there, which is a little... that looks like a ring fort of some kind. This is amazing. I love this. Like I said, though, I haven't purchased it yet. I'm just using the €1 free... Well, not free, but the €1 Game Pass access to this. I will like the reason I'm not buying it is I've got roughly a month before. Well, yeah, actually no, I will set this to upload rather early. So I've got roughly a month before I go to college. So for the moment, I'm not going to buy it because I don't know if I'll get to play it all that to play it all that much. Yeah, that there's the Dacia Greenway there. See the old viaduct there. So yeah, this is actually Dungarvan. This is where I live. That's that's the Vallon Road area up there. The time for the eternal question: can I see my house from here? That area there is the Friary. That's a school. I feel comfort. Yeah, these are various estates. That's Clonay. I was actually just driving from this roundabout to this roundabout there. Just a little... Well, I don't think it actually has a roundabout there. I was driving there recently, my first driving lesson. Leveling off here, we've got the causeway, which has the greenway, and then we've got the road. Whoa, Jesus, easy. He's back on the throttle as well. Now I know there's a pause option, like a live pause, but I don't know where that is. Yeah, I don't know what that actually is. Shut up. I'm looking for my house. That in reality is a church, so that's wrong. The bridges obviously aren't accurate, but oh well. That's a church. In reality, that's an old school. Oh, that's way off. Yeah, they put an apartment block in the rough area where my house is, so... yeah. So my house isn't in it, but Igor's is. Alright, we'll... oh, Jesus. Okay, open up the throttle. So, climb out again. If I turn autopilot back on... oh, whoops, nope, heading. Okay, no, definitely open up the throttle more. We're doing good now, we're pretty good in terms of airspeed. Yeah, that land spit there is the Cunninger. Sandspit, I don't know, is it land spit, Sandspit, I don't know. So yeah, overall not perfect, but good enough. Okay, now we'll pull back on the throttle a bit. The reason I want to follow the coastline is that will give us a nice, relatively steady approach into Cork. Guys, this is just me basically dicking around. It took all of yesterday to install. There were some issues with the installation, but I got it working. And it looks amazing. This is like Train Sim World compared to Train Sim 2020. Okay, once again, back on the throttle. We'll slow down a bit. We don't need to be going that fast. Okay, we're approaching... sorry, I'm just trying to figure out which is which there. I'm reducing speed, but I'm not reducing it that much. Cork up there just to be ready. Okay, no, this is Ardmore, actually. Oh, whoops. Don't want to zoom in, I want to turn the aircraft. I'm using the autopilot just so I can enjoy the views, honestly. Actually, here's the question. No, okay. What I was trying to check there was, like in here, I can move up, down. Let's reset it to roughly about there, and left, right. So I would say I would play this multiplayer with Igor, but I can't. Because he no longer has a gaming PC, and his PC would absolutely have a heart attack. That's a big hotel, and the time I went to its restaurant for some kind of special event, it was terrible. There's also the cliff walk, which kind of goes all the way around there and then back here. There's a round tower, which isn't modelled. Yeah, it looks like some of these buildings are modelled, some of these aren't, like the mobile homes aren't. Well, they're not really mobile homes, you rent them and then you stay in them on holidays. There's a good restaurant on this street, it's called the White Horses. Yeah, local knowledge basically is what you're getting now. Okay, we'll make another right turn, or turn towards the west as we approach Youghal. There's the bridge, roughly. That's Youghal itself. Objectives. What is the designated cruise altitude? I want to know what the... like it says, oh. Climb to the designated cruise altitude. Where can I check that? Checklist? Oh, there... There we go, just to say I've got the checklist complete. There we go. Those are useful though, I'll give them that. I'm aware of the basic controls. And somewhere around here, I think it's actually the next headland is Ballycotton. That there is Youghal. I believe that's a... okay, yeah, no, that's just a wind turbine. So I'm just looking at everything, just taking it in. Incorrect heading? What do you mean? I'm going to be curious as to how, like, larger airliners are going to work in this. It's going to be interesting. But yeah, no, currently there's actually an orange weather warning here. Well, both here and in Cork, but I thought for my first flight I probably shouldn't fly through terrible weather. I mean, actually... it's quite windy. No, actually, clear skies. Is that rain? Okay, I'm actually going to throttle back a bit. Yeah, I'm not going to attempt to land in these conditions, but this is much more like the Ireland I know. Like, you can see why I'm being a bit cautious, because just due to the changing winds. Once I clear skies, live weather actually. I think it doesn't have access to live weather, so I'll just go few clouds. Oh, easy, easy. Scattered clouds. Yeah, let's go with that. That's nice. Means we've still got a bit of wind. It's not like completely sterile conditions, essentially. Yeah, that there's Ballycotton. Some kind of vessel ran aground there during a storm. Toggle yoke visibility. I mean, yeah, I guess you'd need that if you're trying to stick around with any of these. But yeah, I think it's just mostly Shannon we'll be talking to, really. But even that, like, we're not really talking to them. What is this? Okay, so I can control throttle and propeller RPM. I don't know if, like, in this case, does the throttle adjust the RPM or the blades, or both? Yeah, we've got a bit of buffeting, but not too bad. Yeah, no, those clouds look amazing. I'm going to be perfectly honest, this area I'm not too familiar with. I've been here a few times, but not that many. But I know that is near enough to Cork, so I think we'll actually make a bit of a left turn. It's getting 230. Oh, whoops. Let's keep zooming out instead of actually setting the correct heading. How far away are we from Cork? June Cork Tower.
Cork Tower, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is 17 miles east with whiskey to land.
Okay, I'm not fully aware of, like, flying patterns yet. We'll do some of the tutorials and then figure things out from there. But I can get us down to Cork. We're flying VFR, so. But yeah, you can see the trim is moving quite a bit just due to the weather. I know that says continue to climb to designated altitude, but I don't know what the designated altitude actually is. But no, this thing looks pretty cool, honestly. But yeah, for the next one I'm going to try to increase the graphic settings. Of course we've got quick view, so that will immediately look off to left, right, and then look back. I'm going to be curious. I'm going to, let's say, increase this to 2,000. Will the aircraft climb? Yes, it will. Okay. Sorry, I'm just figuring out my Cessna. Okay, I can... Okay, flight change, well that does, I think. It will try to keep a steady speed. Okay, now let's go 10 degrees to the right. It gets as those are inoperable, but I'm still doing it because it's fun. Yeah, you've got Hull Bowline, Spike Island, all that good stuff. I believe that's Roach's Point. No, there's a map there. We've got a bit of flying left to do, and we're landing on that runway. Okay, so okay. And leave that open up. I'll probably drag it over here so it's not in the way there. To just get the information I need. So actually turn heading to 50. Reduce the throttle. Quite significantly, but yeah, you've got Cove, you've got Hull Bowline, you've got Cork somewhere back there. Like Cork City itself, like that area there, so kind of just a bit past that island, for example, is part of Cork. I believe we were flying in from Budapest when we had a rather rough landing. Oh, I said I wasn't going to close that, wasn't I? It didn't I? Okay, and it automatically changes to altitude hold. Okay. Okay, I've got this figured out, okay. Okay. But I will be curious what like IFR flying, like long distance flying, is going to be like. It'll probably take maybe a King Air or some other similar aircraft from Donegal, Dublin, or actually probably Dublin, Donegal. That there's the old head of Kinsale, that's like Lusitania is not far off that. I'm sorry, I'm keeping my eye out for the airport. No, this looks so cool. Da 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 da. Yeah, no, I've no idea where the airport is, honestly. Get them. Nope. No. Here I can... Okay, I remember now where I can check cruising altitude. But in all honesty, we weren't going to follow that. Map. Okay, no, now we need to, turn heading, let's say, 300. I, of course, won't land using the autopilot. For obvious reasons of this thing, I don't think has an auto land. Also, I've no idea what the approach speed of one of these things is. Oh, cool. Just the weather during the flight. I did. Okay, we'll do we'll go heading 305. Yeah, that's what I'm heading for. Okay. Just making some small turns over the Cork countryside. You can see what's probably another like Ringford or Stone Circle or something of that type. Just going to request airport directions. One o'clock, 8 miles. Wait, is that it there? Hang on, I think I might have... There it is. Okay, I'm going to disconnect the autopilot and we'll fly her in manually. Going to be interesting, that's for sure. I believe the bottom readout there, okay, that's... What do you mean without using ATC assistance? I know how this works, vaguely. I'm going to bring that up, just... Okay, we've got our landing clearance.
Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra, did you hear my last transmission?
No, I did not.
Cleared to land runway 3 for Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
There we go. Okay, now we can focus solely on getting this thing on the ground, which includes... a reduction in power, adjusting the trim, no, I do not wish to climb, do not make me climb. Give her just a little bit of power to combat the additional drag of the flaps. Okay, bit to the left. Okay, we actually need to descend quite harshly and go to landing flaps. The reason I'm dropping is because I can see the PAPI lights, the Precision Approach Path Indicator lights. I'm not going to use... I think I'm not even going to use the reverser on this landing. I like how now I'm getting all these notes. Okay. Set up a bit higher. There we go. We're still a bit off to the right. I'm a tiny bit unstable on the approach, but overall, I think we've got a bit of a crosswind here. I believe 60 knots on approach isn't too bad. So I'm trying to use... Zoom out, I do... Zoom up. Ooh, okay, now we're too low. Now we... Oh, we're looking good. Oh, okay, Joe. Don't lose it here. Nope, trim up. Up, 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 up. Okay, we're too high, but that's fine. We've got this whole gigantic... Well... Okay, maybe by, like... international standards, not gigantic, but... by general aviation standards, pretty big runway. Come on! Come on! There we go, that's... Yep, raise the flaps. Turn. I believe this runway is actually the next taxiway because it's an inactive. Okay, let's brake down to low. Let's get this Let's get ADC back up. Tune Cork ground.
Cork ground, Cessna Alpha Sierra X-ray Golf Sierra request taxi to parking.
Acknowledge. That's not
Taxi into
helping.
General aviation parking using taxiway Cessna X-ray Golf Sierra.
Okay, I may just guess, from what I know, that general aviation parking is somewhere over here. What do you mean follow on-screen guidance? There is no on-screen guidance. I'll just pull in here. It might not be correct. I mean, look at the spaghetti taxiways here. Let's just hope I remember which button is actually the parking brake. Whoops. And there we go, gentlemen. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was... Surely that would shut down the engine. So that's a 0, didn't I? Yep. Probably feather the prop. It's bothering me that the prop won't turn off, but anyway, that was a flight from Waterford Airport to Cork Airport to the Cessna Caravan. I'm Baltern25. Goodbye.